Okay folks, this is our second take-home lab. We're going to do a pendulum, and what a pendulum is just a piece of string in one of our washers, and we're measuring the period of the pendulum, which is basically just how long it takes to go over and back. Over and back. Okay, that's a period of a pendulum. So, our research question, how does the length of the pendulum affect the period, or how long it takes to go over and back? Our independent variable, what we are changing, is going to be length of the pendulum. Okay, so I'm going to take my ruler and measure my string length. And then the dependent variable is the time of the period, or how long it takes to go back and forth. Our controlled variables are mass, so I want to pick the big washer and keep that consistent in every trial that I have. And then the angle that I drop the pendulum from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it between my trigger finger and my thumb, and I'm going to put the pendulum right off of my ring finger. Okay, and every time I do that, I'm going to go over and back, and that's going to guarantee, no matter if I shorten up or lengthen the pendulum, as long as I drop it, as long as I'm holding it in between my trigger finger and my thumb, and I set it out over my ring finger, the angle that I'm creating is the same. Okay, so that's what I did to make sure that my mass was the same and that my angle was the same. You might do something slightly different, okay, but again, for me, that was hold it between thumb and trigger finger and make sure that pendulum was out over top of my ring finger, or the same place every time. You might need someone to help you with this, okay? We're going to start and stop. So my first length was 45 centimeters, and my son helped me measure how long it takes. He would start when I let it go, and he'd stop right there when it comes back. So start, stop. Same spot, start, stop. Start, stop. Okay. I have 5 data trials here, or 5 trials. So my first trial, 1.23 seconds. My next trial, 1.15 seconds, 1.27, 1.65, 1.18. If I have some trials that are not good or out of the realm of consistency, I'm going to potentially get rid of this one, not include it, or do another trial because something didn't quite go right. Okay, so maybe I do it one more time and I get 1.20 seconds, and that works a lot better. I'm going to add all these numbers up and divide them by 5 and take the average. Okay, my first length was 45 centimeters. I could do things like 30 centimeters, 15 centimeters, or even longer. Okay, we want a minimum of 5 lengths for our pendulums and a minimum of 5 trials for each one. When we get ready to graph, okay, our length is our independent variable that goes on the x-axis, and our average time is our dependent variable that's going to go on the y-axis, and then we're going to graph that data and answer some questions about it. And that'll be it. You can stop the video right now.